Good morning everyone and welcome to our English lesson. Now I've already recorded this once and it's gone wrong, so I'm hoping that this one works. Now then, we're going to start off this morning thinking about those animals that live in the sea. Now I do have a little video of some animals that live in the sea and it's from BBC Bite Size. So if I just hold that up so you can see, because you might want to search for this video yourself because the quality when you watch it here might not be very good. So it's called Animals That Live in the Sea. And it's just BBC Bite Size. So I am going to play it for you on my phone and hold it up to the camera. The quality might not be very good, it might not work very well. There might have been an easier way to do this, but I don't know it. So if it doesn't work, skip it, and then I want you to just have a little search on Google, see if you can find it for yourself. So let's see if I can get this up to the screen, see if I can show you some of those animals that live in the sea. Hopefully I'll be able to hold it still enough so you can see it. As I say, there's probably an easier way to do this, but I don't know it. Right, let's turn that light off. Right, let's have a go.
Huge ocean. Miles and miles of water. We can't live without water. Nothing can live without water. These animals live in the water. They couldn't survive unless there was a lot of water around them. They have clever ways of moving around and look very graceful. The octopus is an amazing creature. It's got 8 arms called tentacles that sway in the water looking for food. It scoots along the ocean floor, tentacles everywhere, its big round body going first. And its big beady eyes on the lookout for danger. Big, flat fish called rays scoot along the ocean floor as well. The ray looks a bit like an underwater pancake, doesn't it? The ray's fins look like wings too. These are jellyfish. They don't really look like fish, do they? And you couldn't eat them like jelly either. But I suppose you could say they do wobble a bit like jelly. Look at this creature. It's a type of slug that lives in the sea. It's a wonderful colour. It's called a Spanish dancer. The Spanish dancer sways around in the water, a bit like a dancing lady. This big underwater creature has a large flat tail. It's called a sea cow. It lives in the sea and eats sea grass. But it doesn't look much like a cow, does it? Sea cows are great swimmers. And this fish is a fabulous swimmer too. It's able to dart about quickly in the water. It's a blue marlin with a long pointy face which looks as sharp as a pin. The marlin's shape helps it to swim fast. Look at it go. Whatever the shape the animals are, big or small, round or flat, fins or flippers, they're all at home underwater.
That was a fabulous video. Hopefully you might be able to find it a bit better on the internet, because Mrs. Dawes' wibbly wobbly arms were not holding that very straight, were they? So have a little look, Google it and find it. Animals that live in the sea. Now then, we're going to choose some of our animals this morning that live in the sea. And if we're in nursery, we might have a go at writing what sounds we can hear at the start of some of those animals. So if I chose a dolphin, what does dolphin begin with? If I chose a seal, what does seal begin with? If I chose a turtle, what does turtle begin with? And then maybe some of us, maybe in reception, maybe even some of the nursery children, might like to have a go at writing some of those words or little sentences about some of our sea animals. Now, I just very quickly found this one on the internet this morning, and I could think about what I was going to write to go with my picture. Now, when I did video 1, take 1, I've already written the sentence underneath, but I'll write it again. So here I've got my fish, and my first sentence that I would think about would be just writing what it is. So let's think about what I could write first. It is a fish. Let's count how many words we're going to write. It is a fish. Brilliant. It is a fish. Let's remember those words. It is a fish. So it. What sounds can I hear in the word it? It. 2 sounds. It. And then I would write those 2 sounds, E and T. Now, don't forget, I start with a capital letter. And I've got my colour, got this orange one this morning, to write my capital I. I. There we go. And my next letter, T, next to it. It is. 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 It is a. Round the apple, up and down the leaf. Show you. It is a fish. Now, what sounds can we hear in the word fish? Fish. Fish. Can you remember that sh sound? We practiced it in phonics this week. 2 special friends, isn't it? So let's write those. Fish. I. Sh. Can you see my sh there? The s and the h together making the sh sound. Then at the end of my sentence, I've got my colour. Can you remember what you put at the end to say, finished your sentence? That word called the full stop, a little dot at the end. There we go. It is a fish. Maybe I could go one step further now and write a little bit more about what it does. It can swim. It has got a fin. You might like to write as well. So choose a sea animal and write down maybe a little sentence or some words to describe or give some information about your under the sea animal. Can you see where I did it first time? There we go. Oh, actually the top one's a bit neater with my handwriting. Maybe I can practice my handwriting this morning. So choose your animals, write some sounds, some words, some little sentences to describe what they look like, what they do and where they live. Shark, it has got big teeth. Jellyfish, it can wobble. And have a think. Use your sounds to help you to write your words or your sentences. Bye-bye.